All right, guys, what's going on? Awesome to see you guys here tonight. Give me 1 second and we'll get started here shortly. Okay, awesome. So I want to say congrats and welcome so far for being here on the webinar tonight. My name is Ron Gilak. I'm a home-based business coach, and tonight we're going to be talking about how do you create duplication and momentum in your existing network marketing company, MLM, home-based business. So let me just share my screen real quick with you guys so you can see what we got going on. Screen share. There's my presentation. And okay, present to everyone. Awesome. I hope you guys are doing awesome today. I've been having a pretty great day myself. I'm actually super excited. Actually super excited because I have some cool stuff happening in my business and some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. But let me go ahead and jump over here. Presenting to everyone. Yep. Cool. So yeah, tonight is just pure value training. I am not selling anything or anything like that. So my name's Ron Gilak, and tonight's presentation is about creating duplication and momentum in your home-based business. Quick story: if you're new to me and hopping on some of these trainings, I will tell you that very briefly, I've been in the network marketing industry since 2009. In the first company I was with, I struggled, but eventually became one of the top producers in that company, did very well. I've done well in real estate and internet marketing as well. And no matter how much, how well I did or what incentive trip I was on or anything like that, it never filled me up. It was never satisfying, no matter how many bonuses you got or trips, or it never filled me up. And then when other people on my team would not see success, it would crush me. And this cycle of not being satisfied and not being fulfilled with my action and the things that I was doing led me to do a lot of bad decisions. I actually used to be a drug addict, and I was kind of a functioning addict trying to build my network marketing company and go to college full time as well. And long story short, it didn't really work out. I am very thankful that I did find Christ. I did find Jesus, because that taught me who I am, what the Bible says about empowering things, and it really helped me get back on my feet and change my story to a place where now that part of my life is over, and now I'm again full-time in network marketing, internet marketing, and now I'm actually coaching people how to have similar results, similar success as well. So I'm super grateful, super excited about that. Okay. And before, okay, awesome. Sorry about that. Okay, so delay is not defeat is the perfect thing to really grab from my story. So why should you listen to me? Maybe you're just tuning into this for the first time. Maybe you haven't seen some of my trainings before. This is not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but just so you know, in one of the companies I promote, I've been in the top 15 for volume, which means for like duplication, for product sales, for stuff, not personal recruiting. Notice the difference there. I've experienced attrition and incredible amounts of duplication in several different network marketing companies. I've experienced, building up my business up to a high rank and then losing it. And I've done that several times, and I'll explain why that happens and how to prevent that as well. I sponsored over 300 personals into network marketing. One of the master marketers, a master marketer, MMT, master marketer team with My Lead System Pro. If you're not familiar with them, they're just the #1 lead generation system for network marketers, for home-based businesses business owners in the industry. My Lead System Pro, pretty awesome. Since December, I've had 4 of my team members become top 10 recruiters in our entire company. And some of the stuff that allowed them to hit those ranks, to hit there, you're going to be learning tonight. So you're absolutely in the right spot. And of course, I actually care about you, and I actually care about you seeing results in your life and in your business. Like, I'm not charging for this training tonight. This is just pure value. Okay. So who this is for? This tonight is for network marketers, from beginners to veterans, people who've been in the industry 10+ years, or those of you who are just getting started, just starting to recruit, just starting to build a team right now. So your timing is really perfect. This is for people who are looking to decrease the attrition rate that they're having and increase the rate of duplication and increase some speed there. And also home business owners who just want more signups and growth. Okay. And most importantly, who this is for the person that wants to be coachable. I find that when we put our own ego or our experience or ourselves before someone else or before a trainer or things like that, it blocks us from grabbing some tips or grabbing some little tweaks or golden nuggets, if you will, that could really bring our business to the next level. So I would encourage you to just be coachable, watch this with open ears, open mind, and do yourself a favor and go ahead and shut off any distractions. Turn off the cell phone, off the TV, close Facebook down, get someplace quiet, because you're going to be learning some great stuff tonight. Okay. So what you're going to learn is how to create waves of momentum in your downline, in your team. We're going to talk about how to get your team members to produce. Have you ever felt like just nobody's doing anything? Why is that? What's the deal with that? And also, create duplication, so much so that you can't stop it. This is the point that you want to get to, what we call beach money. That's when you go away on vacation to the beach and you come back and you've got more money in your account before you than when you did when you left. And we can teach you how to do that by developing leaders. Okay, and how to identify the potential in team members and really breed leadership to take your business, breed leadership inside of your team. And that's how you take your business to the next level and really leverage your efforts and the amount of time you've been investing in people. Okay. So for this training, we're going to be pulling out, I think, 4 or 5 elements of creating duplication and growth. But the first one, and this is super, super important, there's 2 kinds of leaders in network marketing. The first is the victim leader. Okay. And here are some symptoms or some sayings that a person who is in this spot may be. And I've been here myself, so no condemnation here, but this is just a way to identify where you may be. Okay, so the victim leader says things like, "Oh, no one is doing anything. My team is not growing. I'm not getting any support. I don't know what to do." These kind of sayings that no one is doing anything, my team is not growing. Sometimes, not always. Okay, I'm speaking in generalities, but is the root of an entitlement mentality. We think that, oh, I'll put my 4 in and okay, now my fees are waived. Or I get my 6 and I got my 6, I'm not paying anymore. Well, everybody should just go get their 6 and then this thing works out perfectly. But they're not doing that. Why won't they just do it? Well, that's not exactly how everyone operates, right? So the victim leader will blame others for his results, for lack of success, or for the success. But we're happy to take credit for the success that we do have. They beg others to do things. They beg people to join. They convince. They talk into. They persuade people to join rather than just sharing and asking simple questions. And he wants the upline and others to do for him. These are, for example, events, calls, webinars, all the time. I can't tell you how many times this happens to me a lot, where somebody on my team, usually it's a decent producer, will just call me and say, hey, I got the greatest idea. We're going to do, we're going to do 3 conference calls this week. And then next week, we're going to do 8 home meetings. And then the following week, followed by webinar. Okay. So I just need you to do, and see, it's always somebody else coming up with a plan that they want to impose on you. Okay, so I'll show you. You'll see this a little clearer when we move over to the Victor Leader. So let's do that now. Okay, let me just check in real quick. How's everybody doing over there? Can you see the slides all right? Can still see your second slide. Okay, cool, awesome. I'm glad you guys can see this. So the Victor Leader, and just so you guys know that sometimes there's a little bit of delay with the slides or whatnot, so just let me know if that's happening. So the Victor Leader has the attitude of, I'm building this with or without you. I don't need you to sign up. I'm doing it with or without you. It'd be cool to do it with you. Okay, the Victor Leader is number 1 in the wave of momentum. Starting a wave, starting duplication, the Victor Leader recognizes that I'm the one that has to start it. I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to be out front. Okay, the Victor Leader starts their own meetings, holds their own webinars, starts their own conference calls. The Victor Leader does their own presentations and 3-way calls for their team. If in all honesty, if you're in network marketing, after 90 days, there's really no reason that you shouldn't be doing your own presentations or doing your own 3-way calls. In one of my previous companies, I had a woman who made it to like the 2nd highest rank, entirely without doing any of her own presentations. She did do 3-way calls, but just imagine if my friend had started doing her own presentation. She probably would have been one of the top earners or top ranks in that company. Okay, the Victor Leader accepts responsibility of failure and shares the glory of success with others. This is really big. And I don't care what industry you're in, but this is a powerful shift in leadership mentality I would encourage you to adopt, is to accept responsibility for your failures. When something goes right, we don't look for an outside source to blame, right? There might be one, but my first reaction is to say, okay, I'm going to accept responsibility for my failures and for my successes. But I don't reach success on my own. It's not all me. If anything, my source of success is through God, through my relationship with Jesus, and out of everything else in my life stems out of that. So when I succeed, I don't do it alone. You need other people to bring with you. If you're the only one that's made it to the top of the mountain, but hey, you're at the top and but you made it there by yourself, well, you're not a leader. You just happen to climb a mountain by yourself. Nobody's following you. If no one's following what you're doing and not duplicating your actions, are you really a leader, right? So a Victor Leader is focused on building people, okay? They understand that success is earned and not necessarily deserved. A lot of us can be in the right place at the right time, but if we don't take action, it's pointless. We're wasting each other's time, right? So the Victor Leader understands that in order to create duplication and growth and time freedom, you want to be focused on building people, investing in people, doing personal development with them. That's really the key. That's really one of the foundational keys to developing leaders and getting duplication inside of your network marketing company. How's everybody doing over here? Awesome. Thanks, Jelena. I hope I said that right. Okay, how to get team members to produce. Okay, so 5 elements here. There's other things we can talk about for getting production. There's a lot of ways to do it, but I'm just going to keep it real straightforward and simple. We're going to have fun, and I'm going to show you some cool things I've done to do this. So number 1, you always produce. Number 2, it's how you start your reps. How you're recruiting people into your company is also going to dictate how they produce and how you get duplication. So keep that in mind. Also, the power of live events. We'll talk about this here shortly. And then recognition. Recognition is huge. And in this photo here on this slide, I'm the second guy on the left here. This is on an incentive trip that we did to, I think it was the Dreams Riviera Resort in Cancun, Mexico. That was an awesome trip. That's me there with my team. We had a super blast there. So that was one of the live events. We also all got a tremendous amount of recognition for producing there. And then there's a secret weapon that I'm actually going to talk about at the end of this. And I'll tell you, this secret weapon that I've learned it from I've heard 3 people teach on it right now. And I've used this secret weapon about 3 or 4 times in my career as a network marketer. And I'm actually still earning a residual from the first time I've executed this weapon. I think you're going to really love it. So hang on till the end of that, and I'll show you what that weapon, secret weapon is here shortly. Okay, so the first thing, this is the laws, let's just call this like laws of duplication. We always get laws, that just makes sense to us. So for duplication to start, it has to start with you, right? Someone says, my team's not growing, I'm not getting any duplication. Well, one culprit, one source might be is your action. You have to own your actions and the absence of actions. If you're saying, my team's not duplicating, or I'm not getting the best duplication, well, maybe you are, because your team members and the people that you have recruited who have brought into your team, your organization, they are going to duplicate what you are doing. So they duplicate what you do, not what you say. So if you are saying, I'm not getting duplication, but you're not doing any work, you're not prospecting, you're not showing the plan, you're getting the exact duplication that you deserve. This is, the law of sowing and reaping is in effect here. And you want to recognize that your duplication is based on your actions of prospecting and showing the plan, or it's based on your lack of actions and not showing the plan and wanting others to just go do work now. Okay. Everything in network marketing that I've done, like Craigslist, Facebook, online marketing, referrals, belly to belly, like warm market, cold calling, all of this stuff works. It all works. Okay. But does everything duplicate? Okay. So you as a leader, you can do a lot of cool things to recruit, to build your network marketing company, but there has to be something simple, something foundational that everybody, no matter who they are or where they're located, can do to duplicate. This is why like home meetings have been really big. And, historically, one of the foundational building blocks in our industry is doing home meetings, home parties, that kind of thing. Another thing that works great for duplication, and it can still always start with you, is Facebook. We're doing these weekly trainings now, until I open up my new coaching program here in about a month. But last week we talked about how the power of Facebook recruiting and how duplicatable that is, and how your entire team can do that. Okay, so the other thing is, I'm saying this starts with you. Your actions are going to inspire others to copy you. You're going to create copycats when other people see you, especially if you're in a binary comp plan. When people see, people check their back office and they see, wow, there's 10 more people under me. Holy cow! I really need to get into action. Or, holy cow, there's another 20 people under me. I just joined this thing about a month ago. Wow, I got to get this going. So when other people see results, when they see like the new welcome to the team in your Facebook group, or you get the email or the text that says, your business has just grown, however things you have in place, your team members, your people are going to say, wow, I need to get into action. Or when they see you adding another person into your group, they're going to reach out to you and go, dude, what are you doing? Teach me what you're doing. I want to know how to build this thing, right? So that is how you can inspire your team members to produce. Okay. We're doing good. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about how you start your new reps. Okay, so I'm not going to go super deep into this because every company, every one of us in a network marketing company, our process is slightly different, right? But here are 3 things I want you to take away with. Number 1, as soon as they get started, you know, you want to get them trained. Have a fast start training, like something. As soon as somebody joins my company, I give them a text, and in this text, it has 1, 2, 3 things. One is, here's our team site, and enter your email here to get our updates when we're doing webinars, all that kind of stuff. So watch the fast start training on our team site. Step 1. Step 2, join our Facebook group here. Step 3 is book your first event. And we'll talk about the power of events later here tonight. But one of my companies has 8 live events per year. So there's no reason, no excuse that nobody can't get plugged into a live event, right? It's just super powerful, and we'll talk about why. 2, what's the fastest way to get somebody paid in your company? Okay, so success loves speed, and the faster you get somebody paid, the better chance they have of having success. Before buyer's remorse has a chance to kick in, or somebody has a chance to tell them that they're in a pyramid scheme or something silly like that, they're too late to even deal with it, because, hey, I'm sorry, I already got Joey from down the street signed up, and Peter, my dentist, he's already in the business. So so a lot of times with companies, in your first 30 days, they incentivize you and you can get like extra bonuses or higher commissions, things like that. So the fastest way to get paid is simply expose the presentation. Whatever you just showed to have that new recruit come on board, you want to ask them right away, okay, who are your, people train differently. This is just one example. Who are your top 3 people that make a lot of money? Or who are your top 3 people that are just the biggest go-getters that like you want the best of the best. You want them to be thinking like that right away, right? And I would encourage you to do tap rooting. Tap rooting is really when you work closely with somebody else and really dive into their network, and you're doing presentations, you're doing 3-way calls. Tap rooting. I'll have to train on that on another upcoming webinar. If you guys want to make sure you are getting a notification or indication on when I'm doing these training webinars, you can just go to rongielock.com and enter your email there, and you'll be sure to get my updated trainings, as well as some Facebook recruiting stuff to help you there. So number 3, success loves speed. Okay. So I talked about this before, that in my first company, I had built up my business several different times to a certain rank, one of the higher level ranks in the company. And I would build it all up, and then I would stop, and it would fall back down. And I didn't understand why that was happening until I had a conversation with some higher, some people who are earning 7 figures plus in our industry. But attrition is due to lack of consistent speed and belief, right? So what that means is I would stop building because I would get burnt out, and I just wouldn't believe. I wouldn't believe that it was going to work. I was believing like, oh, is this going to last? Is this really going to work? Right? So I would build my business and not go all out. I would be, it's like you ever drive your car and you're coasting to the traffic light with your foot on the brake? That's kind of like how I was building. If you are not exposing your presentation consistently every week or every day, ideally, and you're not totally sold on this, you're building your business with your foot on the brake. You can't drive your car with 2 feet with your foot on the gas and your foot on the brake. It's going to mess up your car. It's going to, just like, your body is a temple or runs like an engine. Same thing as your car. Your car's going to brake. You're pressing both pedals at the same time, and you're going to get burnt out, which is what would happen to me a lot before in the past. So here's what is important to understand is that people will duplicate this process. They will duplicate what you do, right? So if you are you'll build 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 2 weeks off, another 2 weeks on, then I'm off for a month. Like, that doesn't work. Discipline and consistency and speed is what's going to build this thing fast, and it's also what's going to create waves of momentum. There's a common myth. There's a common myth in our industry that you can build this part-time, a couple hours a week here and there. That is a myth. Okay, like, yeah, I suppose it can happen, but the reality is that if you want to earn big money in this industry, you got to go fast. Got to go fast. Success rewards speed in our industry. Cycle bonuses, matching bonuses, depending on your comp plan, how it's set up. But the more that you are adding in a short amount of time, the more momentum that creates. Not only that, you can do trainings together all in a group. You can get meetings together all in a group. And this is one of the best ways to create waves of momentum, is for you to be a momentum person first and start your new reps off this way. We can dive deeper into that later. So events, okay? So the secret sauce, the secret sauce to all this stuff is the events. So tonight I'm going to show you, let me explain and pull the curtains open on why events are so powerful in our industry. Number one, they build belief. People who are serious go to the events. Like I said, one of my companies has 8 events a year. I'm at so far every event they've had this year I've been at, right? Not only is it building my belief, but I'm getting training there by some of the best people in the company. And then you're also getting social proof, right? Here's some pictures of me at our last event. Top right photo is me and some team members. That's us actually on stage at our last regional event. So that was pretty cool. And then bottom right, I got to meet the company trainer, and I asked him a couple of questions that really took me mentally to another level, and it just boosted me. I'm so thankful for meeting that guy. That really helped me out tremendously. But events. So when you go to events, you have the ability to be trained by the best in the company. What's funny is the training is usually not too different. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. The training is similar to your fast start training or what the company has in place. But when you hear it from somebody who has already arrived, if you will, at the destination that you're trying to go to, where, meaning like they've quit their job already. They're doing this full time. That's somebody that is a third party that I'm willing to listen to more, because they have the lifestyle and the results that I want or that I'm striving for, right? So when people are at these events or they're going for the first time, it's like, okay, so here I'm at this thing. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Holy cow. Okay, so I'm not the only one that said yes to this thing. There's other people here with me. All right. And wow, that guy's got some, that's a nice ring on his finger. He's got some nice shoes. Wow, that guy's a big earner. This is really working for him. So they're starting to believe. They're believing more in the process and in the company. And also, if yourself or any of your reps have produced, there's an opportunity for recognition in front of hundreds or in front of thousands of people at any of these events at your company, right? So a lot of times when we do these events, one is you're building belief, you're getting social proof, you're getting training, you're establishing community, you're bonding with your team members, you're getting connected to some of the top producers, and rubbing shoulders, bumping elbows with people, and getting around the people that you need to be to get this stuff going, to get your mindset right. So all the events is so powerful. I could talk about it for a lot more, but I'm just going to move on because I think you get it. Events are just super, super awesome. So what is powerful? Okay. Um, here's my secret weapon. Okay, the secret weapon. This is really, really powerful. If you've been listening or you're just hopping on here, I know a lot of people came on late tonight. If you're just hopping on here now, this is the best part right here of this presentation, this training tonight. My secret weapon is a blitz. Okay, so what a blitz does, blitzes are usually done in 30 or 90 days. The best ones are 90. A 90-day blitz is a period of time where you go all out, no excuses. Yeah, this is something like you're getting 20 to 30 people a day to say to see a presentation. You know, there's this period of saying, okay, you know, honey, we're not going to be going to the movies for a while. You know, we're not going to be going out to eat for a little bit because I'm going to be really focused for the next 90 days, going as hard as I possibly can, exposing the presentation, you know, doing home meetings or doing webinars, doing things like that. A 90-day blitz is a period of all out incredible growth. It's when you just go balls to the wall and get it done. And I'm telling you, the first time I've been in the industry since 2009, and the first time I did a 90-day blitz, I still have people on my team today from that original 90-day blitz that are not only part of the team, but are still producing, that are still earning a residual from that. And what's amazing about this is a blitz is something that you can do anytime that you want. You start your personal 90-day blitz, right? So if you have an existing team already, you want to get them in on the blitz, right? So what happens, let me give you a warning here. What happens a lot is people in network marketing, they'll hear this blitz concept, right? They're like, oh, this is amazing. This sounds good. I'm going to go do it. And they go to their upline or their sponsor and say, hey, so I'm going to do this 90-day blitz, and I need you to do this, and I need you to do that, and you'll be my accountability partner, and this and this. And they create all this extra work for themselves and all this extra stuff outside of themselves and put the onus on their sponsor or their upline to make this blitz successful. The reality is that we should be operating as if we were in a blitz all the time. Okay, a 90-day blitz is just something. It's made up. Okay, it's just a 90-day, 3-month period where you say, that's it. I'm going to go all out. So one of the best trainings I've seen on 90-day blitzes is actually done by Eric Worre. Just type into Google Eric Worre 90-day blitz. And that's really fantastic training on how to actually do this. And it's blue ink. Okay, so let me tell you what blue ink is. I learned about blue ink from a gentleman named Larry Thompson. He's one of the most successful guys in network marketing history. He's one of the original guys in Herbalife, and now still gets an 8-figure residual from that company. And I personally got trained by Larry Thompson several times, and he was one of the people who taught me this 90-day blitz strategy. And he tells this story about when they were building Herbalife. They were selling stuff out of the trunk of their car, and when people would ask him like, hey, how's that thing doing? How's that thing, that pyramid thing that you're doing, how's that going? He would get so excited, and he would say, oh my gosh, it's going incredible. This company's got real future. It's got real potential. Look, check this out. Our applications are written in blue. We got blue ink on these applications now. And it's just going awesome, man. Like, so listen to that. Listen to how silly that just sounded. I'm excited, and my company and everything's going awesome because our applications are now in blue instead of black. Right? So that's what Larry would do, right? And he would do this prior to 90-day blitzes. So you're getting people excited about just anything to talk about your company that's positive is what you can do to create interest, to create curiosity, to make people feel like they want to be a part of what you're doing, right? So it's not really a big deal. Applications going from black to blue ink, right? So that's where this phrase kind of came from. But where you'll see one of the greatest periods of growth is actually prior to a 90-day blitz. If you practice this blue ink concept, this is how I would go about it. Is I would call people, everybody I know that's on the fence, or everybody in my phone, and I'll just tell them, hey man, listen, for the next 90 days, I'm going to be going all out in that business I have. You know, the home business that I do? I'm going to go all out for the next 90 days. I'm going to completely change my life, and it's going to be big, man. I'm all in. And I'm calling you, man, because I wanted to reach out to you. You're one of my best friends, or you're one of the people I care about, and I wanted to see if you want to come with me. Do you want to rock with me for the next 90 days? And then you just be quiet. And you can do this to team members, and you can do this to non-team members as well. Your existing team members, a lot of them are going to rise up and be like, yeah, man, I'm in. Let's rock. And then other people are going to be like, wow, that's exciting. Like, yeah, I want to know what this is about. How do I get started? And boom, you're signing them up. You know, if you're in blitz and you're in action, a problem that you should be having is that you can't train people fast enough. And this is why you want to leverage that part of your business with team training sites and Facebook groups, things like that. So not everything is determined on you. You can create duplication, right? So during a blitz, what is awesome is you want to be tracking your activity, right? You want to have some accountability point tracker. And what you can do is you can use like Google Drive. You just type into Google Drive, and you can have like, here, I'll do this for you guys. Anybody who wants to email me, I'll give you this for free tonight. I normally sell it for $100, but if you're on this webinar, this is why you want to show up to webinars. You can have this accountability point tracker. All you have to do is email me here. Now, do not spam me, but would send this on here. Okay. Sorry about the delayed slides, guys. So if you email me there with the words accountability point tracker, I'll send you my copy of it for free. And what it is this is something that you can do, you and your team can use to duplicate and track your activities, right? So by having something like this, everyone gets held accountable, everybody can see each other's actions, and it creates a cool culture inside of your blitz team that, oh man, like I want to outdo the next person. It comes like a friendly competition, right? So during this blitz, you can create your own incentives. You can say, you know, for the first person that, you know, sponsors 10 people, we're going to give you an iPad mini, right? Or, you know, give away a vacation, give away, you know, private coaching call from, you know, somebody higher up in your hierarchy, from your uplines, or, you know, special recognition, or bring them out on a conference call, have them share what they're doing to have success, have them do a training, invite them on to be a guest speaker on your webinar or conference call or whatever it is that you do. Recognize the people who are producing, okay? Acknowledgement is huge. It's huge, man. I'll tell you, when I was younger, I was probably like 20. Yeah, 20. I didn't really care too much about making money with what I was doing. I was more about approval. I was more about like seeking the acceptance and the approval of others. So I went to work for the acknowledgement. I loved like somebody telling me that I was awesome, that I was doing good. I loved being on stage. I loved doing the company webinars, the corporate trainings. All that stuff really is what I lived for. And a lot of people in their current jobs do not get any kind of recognition, do not get any kind of like attaboys or pats on the back or any of that kind of stuff. So acknowledging people their efforts and for their results is super, super huge. And then also providing incentives, goals for people to hit. And don't be afraid to put like a big one out there, but keep it like something, something just, the production in your team. So what I would tell you is just incentivize production. Okay. What the point tracker does is it's also going to help you keep track of the amount of action that you're taking, in addition to the results that you're producing, you and your team. So it's super good tool for that. And you can also track your team's results that way as well if you don't have a good back office in the company that you're in now. Okay, usually good companies have like a reports tab, and you can see like your hierarchy growth, your tree growth, and see where you want to invest your time. And that's the other thing, is that creating duplication and momentum and all this stuff, you don't work with everybody. Okay, I would, even if I spent 1 second in the day with every single person on my team, I still wouldn't have enough time to help everyone, or just even if I said hi or whatever. There's just not enough time to work with everybody that you want to work with. So you have to work with the select group of people. You have to work with those who earn it. You have to work with the producers, those who are out there, who are recruiting, who are building the business, who are doing presentations, who are doing home meetings, those kind of things. Those people got my time. They got my attention. Love everybody, but also recognize that your time is valuable too. And you're not running a nonprofit counseling organization where you just, tell everybody, oh, just keep going, just show the plan again. Just hang on there. Just wait till we get to the next corporate event, right? No, you want to provide, you can provide, mindset training for people and stuff, but you want to work with the producers, those who are out there on the field, playing hard, getting their jersey dirty. That's who you work with. Okay. And by doing that, you are developing leaders. You are developing people that are like yourself, that can take the reins and run with this thing. Your dream should be that you create a team of people that are so awesome, such great leaders, that they never need you, that they don't have to talk to you, right? That's how you're doing something right, when your team members and the people in your team are not contacting you. They're just out there building the business, right? I have one guy on my team, on my team. I talk to him like every several months, and I just go, hey man, what's up? He's like, doing good, building the business, rocking. And I hang out with him. I see him at events, on vacations, on incentive trips, that kind of thing. And that's about as much as we talk or hang out. It's on production based calls or incentive trips. And you can attract these people as well by you becoming one. Okay, we always want more duplication, more growth, more the kind of stuff. The easy button, the shortcut answer is you go do it first. Success leaves clues, and look at all these people who have tremendous duplication, who have big teams. They're also great leaders. They're also big producers. They didn't recruit their 4 and then just called it quits. They've recruited dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of people, right? And they believe, right? This blitz in the period before it, you gotta build belief. So by doing a blitz, by having a group of people that do a blitz with you, or doing it by yourself, either way, whether somebody believes or not, you're proving them wrong. You're providing evidence, you're providing credibility, all this kind of stuff to say, hey, this does work. You can make an income here, and you can see results here. So the blitzes are super, super powerful for that. Let me just check in with you guys real quick. Awesome. Okay. So right here, we got almost finishing up here. So here's what you learned, and I'll have something for you awesome here in a second. We talked about how to create waves of momentum with doing blitzes. We talked about how to inspire team members to produce based on your own production, and you leading first, you being the first wave in that wave of momentum there. And creating duplication you can't stop is done by pouring and investing to leaders that are producing. You know, you become a support person. Too many times people fall into the management trap, the management role, even with small teams of like 20, 100, or a couple hundred people. People just stop producing and go into management mode when it's totally the wrong time, not even close. And then how to identify potential in team members and breed leadership. These are the people that are in action, that are producing, that are going to events, that are getting on the webinars. Action is how you identify people. If you give somebody something to do and they do it, boom, that's somebody that I'm going to work with. You know, really what network marketing is building an empire with a volunteer army, right? So I'm looking for the best volunteers. I'm looking for the best frontliners, the best soldiers, right? And when I see them, you know, going to battle, when I see them marching out on the field, I got their backs. You know, I'm running with them. So at the beginning of this, I mentioned one of the reasons why I was so excited. And today, I've really just been gearing up for this because come in a few, what is it, the 10th, in a couple weeks from now, April 1st, I'm officially opening up my coaching program. And in this I'm going to be showing you exactly how to have success in network marketing. If you're a network marketer, you're a home-based business owner, you're in affiliate marketing, all this kind of stuff, we're going to have a cool group of people that are super serious about having some fun and generating leads, income, sales, just taking things to the next level. And I'll tell you why I'm excited about this is every time that I've hired a coach, I've grown. You know, I haven't always had success in this industry. I've failed. I've failed in network marketing. I've failed in internet marketing. I've failed in real estate. And I've also had tremendous success in those industries as well. So having been on both sides of the fence, both sides of the coin, if you will, has given me a unique perspective to really see what holds people back. Why are some people stuck? How do you break through and get to the next level? And that's what this coaching program is really about. You know, it's about empowering people to prosper on biblical based success principles. Like if Jesus was a network marketer, which he was, how would he build his business? You know, he got 12 frontline recruits, 12 disciples, and then went out and spread the good news, right? And spread it all over the world. And now he has a downline of millions and millions of believers or members, if you will. Okay, a little joke here, but it's very true. Jesus, the ultimate network marketer. So you guys can learn more by going to rongieluck.com/work with Ron. And just for going there tonight, what I'm going to be doing is actually giving you a free one-on-one coaching call. Just tell me a little bit about yourself and about your business, and I'd be happy to help you out and see if you are at all for a good fit for the upcoming group coaching program that we have launched in here. I will say that I'm not taking everybody. I'm going to be very selective. I'm looking for a certain kind of person. I just cannot work with everybody that comes through this that applies here, but I can give you some time and help you out with where you are in your business. So I want to see if there is any questions here tonight. Awesome. So I'll just hang out here for a few. If you have a question, feel free to just drop it into the chat here. And let me see here. Jelena, George, Richard. Awesome, you guys are here. Super great. Super great. So yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things that you know, I've taken away. Go ahead. Sorry about that, Richard. I'll put it in right here. Work with Ron. Or hyperlink that. So one of the biggest things that I personally take away from the experiences of network marketing and these failures that I've had is delay is not defeat. And you can build your business one way, right? And it seems like you're doing a lot but not seeing a lot of results, or you're seeing a lot of success but feeling burnt out. It wasn't until I uh, really transitioned into like letting Christ be the leader of my business, of my organization team. And out of that foundational principle of letting God really steer me, right? And building that way is really what put me in a position now where I am empowering other people to prosper based on these principles, and based on how I've applied it, experienced results, experienced failures, so knowing what does work, what doesn't work, and then bringing it over and training you guys and people that are on my list. So you know, that shift in focus, that shift in mentality has really helped me out tremendously. So let's see some questions here. Richard, what is a great list building? What is a great list building course? Are you referring to like internet marketing, or are you talking about like building your list of people to talk to? So we're not really talking too much about internet marketing. If you're looking for an internet marketing like list building course, send me a message through my email, or contact me on Facebook, and I'll point you in the right direction. But I don't want to take away from the subject that we're talking about tonight. Okay, awesome, Richard. Thank you. Well, let me see here if there's any more questions. Let me slide right here. And by the way, guys, I'm gonna be doing another training next week, same time, Thursday at 9 o'clock. And next week, this is what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be teaching you actually not one, it's one series, one set of mindset hacks that can get you and your team unstuck, uncluttered, and clear. So I'm going to paint a clear path to the finish line in network marketing by doing these little mindset hacks. Okay, so yeah, Richard, just get at me on Facebook or Gmail, and I can talk with you more. Or you know what, if you have questions about internet marketing as well, you might want to just fill out that this application, and we can talk more, and I can get a more you know, customized or tailored view of what you're trying to do with your business here, and I'll be happy to help you out, man. So yeah, stick around real quick if there's any more questions. You just go ahead and shoot them right into the chat, guys, if you like. And sometimes people shoot me them over on Facebook too. So did you guys get some value from this? Was this worth hanging out late on a Thursday night to learn how you can produce more, how you can get your team duplicating, how do we get growth, right? Gotcha. Awesome. All right, cool. I guess we have probably answered all the questions. If you have any more, you can you know how to get a hold of me. Thank you guys so much for coming on tonight, for investing in yourselves, for taking the time to be here and take your business seriously. You know, this is one of the things that when I was new, when I was getting real serious about my business, is every week I was plugging into trainings. Every week I was buying a book, I was buying a course, I was hiring a coach, anything that I could to get myself the knowledge and the information to get to the next level. So my hat really goes off to you. And I just want to say it's awesome. You know, if you're showing up on these things, you're definitely in the right place. Hey, thank you guys. Let me see here, Jelena. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for being on here. Ron, do you use MLSP for your network business? Yes, absolutely. MLSP, I'm on the advisory board in that company. What it is it's just a tool to help you generate leads online. So, you know, you want to be doing online and offline as a leader if you have that interest. I don't teach everybody online marketing like straight out of the get-go. I want you to go into your warm market first and people that know and like and trust you. If you've you know, you want to build faster, I would encourage you to dive into something like My Lead System Pro and start learning there. If you do want some info on that, George, I'll put this link here for you. There you go, George. You can check out some more info on that. It's not like the end all be all, but it can be. I've built one company almost entirely online. The only reason I recruited some people offline in this company I'm referring to is I just happened to mention what I was doing in passing, and people were like, "Oh, I want more info on that." So, you know, online marketing is just awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys know I'm a big Facebook fan, Craigslist fan, YouTube, my blog, all that kind of stuff is constantly what I'm doing to generate leads as well. And MLSP is the source of where I learned all that stuff. It's also where I learned to do webinars like this and create trainings and all that kind of stuff. So that company, My Lead System Pro, they've put me on the company advisory board, member of the month. I'm one of the top producers over there. So super, super grateful, super, super thankful for that tool. I encourage you guys to take a look at it. I think we might have answered everybody. Let me check on Facebook real quick. Awesome. If you guys want to stay in touch more, I have this group where I regularly post trainings in. This is my my private mastermind group where I'm gonna be inviting you guys to. Feel free to ask questions in there. What you can't do is post your opportunity. Do not post your business opportunity link or affiliate products or anything like that. This is a true mastermind. All I do is I post training there and I answer questions. So feel free to dive into that. If you're on this webinar, just earn yourself access to that group. So congrats. Let me take a look one more time. Awesome. Awesome. Looks like that's everybody. I got a couple of you guys already joining the mastermind group. So super cool. Way to take action already. All right. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for being on here. I hope you learned a lot. If you want to make sure that you are on this for next week, go ahead and go to rongielock.com. You can enter your name and email in the box at the top right there, and you'll be getting an email notification about next week where I'm going to teach you some mindset hacks to create a clear vision, a clear path to the finish line in network marketing, and how you can start experiencing more success today. I'm Ron Gielock, empowering you to prosper, and you guys have a wonderful night. God bless.